fazia tempo que eu não fazia live, mas voltamos aqui com um jogo muito, eu acho muito. Os caras, não sei se eu posso divulgá-los, mas fizeram um bom trabalho fazendo essa tradução aqui. É estilo mod para os 3 jogos, né, do Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Então, sem mais longas, vamos começar, né? Deixa eu ajustar as coisas que tem que ajustar aqui. Só vou fazer uma coisa. Vou testar aqui como que tá meu som, como tá o som do jogo. E daí vou iniciar voltando aqui. Testando 1, 2, 3, vamos ver como que tá. Só um minuto, pessoal. Realmente o áudio eu vou ter que fazer dentro do jogo, não consegui fazer antes, mas vamos.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Primeiramente eu posso escolher um dos 3. Eu geralmente gosto de jogar com o John Shepard, então vou jogar com o John Shepard novamente.
Please log in to access your profile.
Esse é John Shepard.
Profile reconstruction complete. Identification confirmed.
Dificuldade de combate. Esse é normal. Subir de nível automaticamente. Não, eu quero modificar. Tem que ser modificado. Escala de nível. O que ele diz aqui no modo clássico? Faixa final ser usada em vez da nova faixa de nível de 1:30. A progressão de 5 quando o ciclo permanece a mesma, mas o número de níveis é dobrado. Então... Tá, tem a Classic. A Classic vai de 1 a 60, nível 1 a 60. E a Legendária vai de 1 a 30. Não, vamos deixar no Legendário Mode. O defensivo. Legenda sim, salvamento automático sim, ativação de tutoriais sim.
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of his family.
Doesn't have one. He was raised on the streets, learned to look out for himself.
He saw his whole unit die on a cruise. He could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
Em 2058, alguns exploradores descobriram em Marte os restos de uma antiga civilização que viajou pelo espaço. Nas décadas seguintes, esses misteriosos artefatos revelaram tecnologias surpreendentes que permitiam viajar às estrelas mais distantes. Agora, essa tecnologia é chamada de Mass Effect.
Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander.
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1. Thrusters. Check. Navigation. Check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift. Just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Eu vou concordar com o Joker.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Personex. Vamos ver aqui, vamos ver o Codex. Vamos ver primeiro esse daqui.
The Systems Alliance is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole. The Alliance is responsible for the governance and defense of all extrasolar colonies and stations. The Alliance grew out of the various national space programs as a matter of practicality. Sol's planets had been explored and exploited through piecemeal national efforts. The expense of colonizing entire new solar systems could not be met by any one country. With humans knowing that alien contact was inevitable, there was enough political will to jointly fund an international effort. Still, the Alliance was often disregarded by those on Earth until the First Contact War. While the national governments dithered and bickered over who should lead the effort to liberate Shanxi, the Alliance fleet struck decisively. Post-war public approval gave the Alliance the credibility to establish its own parliament and become the galactic face of humanity. Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the two species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
Que eu tenho que tá falando de mim, né, do John Shepard. Você nasceu na Terra, mas nunca chegou a conhecer seus pais. Você foi criado nas ruas, aprendeu sua inteligência e sua coragem para sobreviver nas ocultas entranhas das megalópolis do mundo de origem dos humanos. Ansioso para encontrar uma vida melhor, você se alistou no exército da Aliança quando atingiu a maioridade. Você se ofereceu como voluntário para uma expedição em Akuse, um mundo exuberante na fronteira do espaço da Aliança, e de repente você perdeu contato com ela. Ao chegar na superfície, sua patrulha descobriu o assentamento intacto, mas não havia ações sobreviventes. Ao anoitecer, os Thrashers Mawans atacaram umas abominações sem mente formadas por dentes e tentáculos que surgem de debaixo da terra. O tiroteio constante não conseguiu abafar os gritos de seus companheiros, que eram arrastados para debaixo da terra para uma morte horrível. 50 fuzileiros morreram em Akuse. Você foi o único capaz de voltar com vida à zona de pouso. Há um monumento no planeta do massacre, uma triste recordação do preço que a humanidade teve que pagar enquanto se espalhava pelas estrelas. Em 2069, o posto avançado Armstrong da cratera Shackleton torna-se o primeiro assentamento humano na Lua, inaugurado oficialmente em dia 24 de julho, no 100º aniversário do primeiro pouso na Lua. Podia colocar centenário, né? Centésimo, fica mais legal. 2103, cidade Lowen do Welshasma torna-se assentamento humano em Marte. 2137, a corporação Edifol acha de energia faz uma extração de combustível hélio 3 na atmosfera de Saturno. 2142, a construção da estação do Gagarin Salto Zero vai além da órbita de Plutão. 2141, geólogos descobrem ruínas Protease em Prometeu e Panum em Marte. 2149, a tradução dos dados de Protease leva os humanos para o portal da massa de Charon, uma aliança de sistemas criados para coordenar a exploração e a colonização de mundos fora do sistema solar. Um acidente no Porto Espacial Internacional de Singapura expõe as comunidades a favor do vento em containers de elementos zero em forma de pó. A aliança começa a construção da estação Arturo. Aproximadamente 30% das crianças na Singapura, após a exposição aos elementos zero, sofrem de tumores cancerosos. A aliança de sistema inicia um tratamento do primeiro mundo colonial em volta do sistema solar, o planeta Deméter. 2154 nasce o Comandante Shepard. 2155 a aliança de sistemas ocupa trechos completos da estação de Arcturus, tornando uma sede. 2156 algumas crianças de Singapura mostram habilidades telecinésias. 2157 os Turians encontram exploradores humanos e inicia a guerra do primeiro contato. Ocupação e liberação da colônia humana em Shanxi. 2158 os humanos descobrem o potencial da biótica e realizam um esforço nacional para acessar as posições zero. Aproximadamente 10% das crianças expostas mostram algum nível de habilidade biótica. 2160 formado parâmetros da aliança de sistemas. 2165 os humanos estabelecem embaixada acima da Terra. 2170 escravistas batarianos atacam a colônia da aliança em Mindor. 2076 ataque Skyliano, piratas escravistas atacam Elyson, humano do aglomerado Skyliano. 2107 os Thrashers maus devoram a colônia em Acusa. 2069 a tradução pelo ataque Skyliano aniquila o exército escravista na lua de Tufan. Em 2073 a atualidade, ou seja, Shepard tem 54 para 83, tem 29 anos. Era o tenente comandante Shepard, oficial executivo da Esse, vídeo. Tarefas, a gente não tem nada de tarefas. Olha o Capitão Anderson na sala de comunicações. Esquadrão. O telesquadrão permite que você visualize outros talentos da sua equipe. Se um talento, a sua classificação para visualizar. Quem tem um talento, vai gastar um ponto de talento para ganhar uma classificação nele. Conforme você ganha nível, você adquire pontos de talento e não porque conhece mais altos. Continuar. Então, eu vou colocar um pontinho em. Eu tenho 3 pontinhos, vou colocar um pontinho em rifle de assalto. Não, não deu. Tá. Armadura de combate é interessante. Esse daqui também é interessante. Não tinha um. Você é um soldado, na verdade. Talvez eu tire do. Coloque um soldado aqui. coisas. Só um momento. Acho que já fizemos tudo que tinha que fazer aqui.
The captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
You probably don't want to keep the captain waiting, Commander.
Ele é bom, sim.
Telling you, I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged, right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
Não faz muito sentido.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Tá, tinha mais uma opção ali no sistema de furtividade.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know the Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
Só tem vocês errado.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War, lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board, especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War, lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
Nihilus is no ordinary Turian.
You've got that right, Commander. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Bom.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's
easy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool, even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
São tipo uns agentes secretos poucos obedecem, fortões, papelões.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not gonna screw this up.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
The system. Spectres are agents from the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance and answer only to the Citadel Council. They are elite military operatives, granted the authority to deal with threats to peace and stability in whatever way they deem necessary. They operate independently or in groups of 2 or 3. Some are empathetic peacekeepers, resolving disputes through diplomacy. Others are cold-blooded assassins, ruthlessly dispatching problem individuals. All get the job done one way or another, often operating outside the bounds of galactic law. The Spectres were founded after the Solarians joined the Council. For many years they operated in secrecy as backroom problem solvers. Only after the Krogan rebellions did their activities become publicized. Assignment of a Spectre is less contentious than a military deployment, but makes it clear that the Council is concerned about a situation.
A detecção em tempo real, órgãos distantes. Uma nave que dispara seus propulsores no portal Sharon pode ser facilmente detectado a partir da Terra, que está a 5.075 horas-luz, 6 bilhões de quilômetros de distância. No entanto, a Terra só vai ver o evento 5 horas e 45 minutos depois que ele ocorre. Devido ao limite da velocidade da luz, os defensores não podem ver os inimigos que se aproximam ou que já tenham chegado, como a comunicação de viagem da velocidade FTL, mas não sensores FTL, o uso de fragatas cruciais em tarefas de exploração e patrulha. FTL é o... não sei, mas é a viagem, né? Velocidade da luz. Os sensores passivos são usados para a detecção de longo alcance, enquanto que os sensores ativos são usados para conseguir dados de alta qualidade para o disparo de curto alcance. Nos sensores passivos se encontram os visuais, os termográficos e os de radiofrequência que observam e escutam as emissões dos objetos no espaço. Uma nave em movimento emite uma grande quantidade de energia. O calor dos sistemas de suporte vital, a radiação emitida por usinas de energia e equipamentos elétricos, a exaustão dos propulsores e etc. Naves espaciais destacam-se claramente contra as temperaturas de quase zero absoluto do espaço. Os sensores passivos podem ser usados durante a viagem FTN, mas as entradas de dados são significativamente distorcidas pelos efeitos de envoltura de Mass Effect e deslocamento Doppler. Sensores ativos são o radar e o LADAR de alta resolução, detecção e cálculo de distância por laser, que emitem um ping de energia e captam os sinais de retorno. O LADAR tem um ângulo de visão mais estreito do que o radar, mas possui resolução que permite criar imagens dos objetos detectados. Sensores ativos são inúteis quando uma nave está se movendo à velocidade FTL. Essa é a velocidade da luz, não tem uma coisa assim. Então, atrás de luz e vida. Monarcas. Pode ser facilmente. Tem um codex que eu não vi aqui, né?
The Systems Alliance. Humanity's first contact with an alien race occurred in 2157. At that time, the Alliance allowed survey fleets to activate any dormant mass relays discovered, a practice considered dangerous and irresponsible by Council-aligned races. When a Turian patrol discovered a human fleet attempting to activate a relay, they attacked. One human vessel survived, retreating to the colony of Shanxi. The Turians followed, quickly defeating the local forces. Shanxi was occupied, the first and to date only human world to be conquered by an alien species. The Turians believed the handful of ships they defeated represented the bulk of human defenses, so they were unprepared when the Second Fleet, under Admiral Castany Drescher, launched a strong counteroffensive, evicting them from Shanxi. The Turians mobilized for full-scale war, drawing the attention of the rest of the galaxy. The Council quickly intervened, forcing a truce. Fortunately for humanity, the First Contact War was ended with a diplomatic solution.
Então terminou com uma ação diplomática. Senão ia ser horrível para. Então aqui, vamos salvar aqui. Se eu não me engano, não lembro qual que. Vamos lá, deixa eu ver. Eu vou diminuir o som aqui, por causa que meu microfone, eu falando, tá bem baixo comparado à música, né? Ó, vou testar aqui novamente. 。 Testando 1, 2, 3. Não, tá bom. Calibração. Gráficos. Cheia. Tá bom. Combinações de teclas. Deixa eu ver, não lembro. Diário, F5 salva, F9 carrega. Beleza.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
Vamos conversar então.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
Eu não saberia dizer porque eu nunca fui pra lá.
I've never been there.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Prothean?
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
E por que contamos?
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Why?
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
Galera, só lembrando que eu já joguei o primeiro jogo, pelo menos. O primeiro e o segundo jogo eu já joguei. Só que eu joguei em inglês. Eu entendi um pouco da história, mas agora eu vou poder entender completamente da história. E daí algumas coisas eu sei, por exemplo, o final desse primeiro jogo aqui. Eu me lembro. Mas acho que eu joguei em 2018, se eu não tô enganado. Mas 24 anos atrás. Se é para isso, capitão, qual o próximo passo? E se eu recusar? Eu vou dar uma dica.
I don't like people making decisions about my future.
This isn't about you, Shepard. Humanity needs this. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Então dá mais uma investigada.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Mãos erradas?
Like who? The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Bora lá.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
I don't like putting my life in the hands of a Turian, sir.
Nihilus is on our side. He wants you in the Spectres, and he wants that beacon.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secure, Commander. Smells like smoke and death.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
Tá. Ah, tá. Beleza, antes de ir, vamos ler mais umas coisas aqui, né? Tá.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were the only spacefaring species in the galaxy. They vanished in a swift galactic extinction. Only the legacy of their empire remains. They are believed to have built the mass relays and the Citadel, which have allowed numerous species to explore and expand throughout the galaxy. Prothean ruins are found on worlds across the galaxy. While surprisingly intact for their age, functioning examples of Prothean paleotechnology are rare. Time and generations of looters have picked their dead cities and derelict stations clean. Some believe the Protheans meddled in the evolution of younger races. The Hanar homeworld of Kaje, for example, shows clear evidence of former Prothean occupation. The presence of a former Prothean observation post on Mars has caused a rebirth of interventionary evolutionists among humans. These individuals believe the god myths of ancient civilizations are misremembered encounters with aliens.
Só isso. Ah, tá.
The Terminus systems are located on the far side of the Attican Traverse, beyond the space administered by the Citadel Council or claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. It is populated by a loose affiliation of minor species, united only in their refusal to acknowledge the political authority of the Council or adhere to the Citadel conventions. Their independence comes at a price. The Terminus is fraught with conflict. War among the various species is common, as governments and dictators constantly rise and fall. The region is a haven for illegal activities, particularly piracy and the slave trade. At least once a year, a fleet from the Terminus invades the nearby Attican Traverse. These attacks are typically small raids against poorly defended colonies. The Council rarely retaliates, as sending patrols into the Terminus systems could unify the disparate species against their common foe, triggering a long and costly war.
Diário. Nada. Esquadrão. Caidão elenco. Que isso aqui aumenta. Eu Jenkins. Então vou colocar ele como suporte aqui. Isso é muito bom. 2. Soldado de sentinela. Mano, tá. E. Aqui mesmo. Mano, tá rolando soldado aqui. Beleza. Vamos dar um F5. Deixa eu ver aqui. Em 5 minutos. Aqui já tem 50. 24. Deixa eu fazer mais uma coisinha aqui. Ih, nossa, caiu pra. Fazer mais uma coisinha aqui. Na verdade. Pronto. Vamos lá. Não, essa daqui é aquela. Aí eu solto.
Rally round. Form up.
What the hell are those?
Gas bags. Don't worry, they're harmless.
Tá, sou péssimo. Tô. Me seguindo, né? Aumenta, cara, essas aí. Opa! De cimento. Isso caiu. Tá, vamos colocar aqui. Daí eu sei pra onde eu tenho que sempre ir. Tá, esse é. Acho que é laser aqui. Ah, laser também. Que bagulho bizarro isso.
Oh God, what happened here?
É, já fiz isso. Tem mais alguma coisa pra cá?
Ripped right through his shields. They're at a chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, sir.
Tá.
Eden Prime will never be the same again.
Cara, eu queria saber como se agacha.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Que vontade de atirar nesse negócio, mas... Era o outro mesmo. Perdi.
Kinetic barriers, more commonly called shields, provide protection against most mass accelerator weapons. Whether on a starship or a soldier's suit of armor, the basic principle remains the same. Kinetic barriers are repulsive mass effect fields, projected from tiny emitters. These shields safely deflect small objects traveling at rapid velocities. This affords protection from bullets and other dangerous projectiles, but still allows the user to sit down without knocking away their chair. The shielding afforded by kinetic barriers does not protect against extremes of temperature, toxins, or radiation.
Mais um textão grandão. O desenvolvimento de práticas Omnitur de mini fabricação permite aos militares modernos uma alta flexibilidade em relação aos seus equipamentos. São uma variedade desses kits de modificação de campo, também conhecido como melhorias, que podem ser aplicados a equipamento comum como armas, armadura, Omnitur, amplificadores bióticos e até granadas. Um kit de melhoria geralmente consiste em menos de uma dezena de partes especiais e de um disco óptico de armazenamento. Ao carregar em uma Omnitur, o OSD proporciona todas as especificações técnicas indispensáveis para fabricar as ferramentas e as partes adicionais necessárias para instalar e melhorar em outros equipamentos. A montagem geralmente é modular e a instalação pode ser completada em menos de um minuto. As Omnitur foram projetadas para serem usadas em sucatas e materiais que podem ser encontrados com facilidade em um campo de batalha, como plástico, cerâmica e metais leves, reduzidos ao omnigel, semi-fundidos para mais comodidade. É muito provável que um soldado treinado com kits de melhorias possa personalizar seu equipamento no campo de batalha para adaptar-se às situações táticas em que se encontra. Diário. Dia que ele morreu, né? Mas você deve perseguir até a escavação. Cruel isso aí. Tá, vamos dar um F5. Tá. noite, você. Oi, Charlie, tudo bem?
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, sir. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Move out.
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic race. Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus Arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space and the Terminus systems.
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
Equipamento. Permite equipar e trazer equipamentos para seu esquadrão. Na guia filtro para alterar os tipos de itens. Selecione um item. Aqui na declaração de um item equipado para no botão mundial para equipar itens no ninja. Posso? Projetos. Não posso. Tipo, eu não posso. Não posso sim. Vem cá. Armadura? Ah, tem uma armadura aqui, né? Já. Aumenta o escudo e aumenta. Mas diminui a proteção contra danos. Deixa eu ver para os outros. Colocando o elenco. Aumenta a proteção contra danos, escudos. Vamos colocar no Shepard. Usar aqui escudos e tal. Eu aumentei isso, mas. Só um momento. Voltamos à programação normal e vamos. Estamos aqui, né? Deixa eu ver aqui. E vamos agora aqui na escavação. Aqui, né? Aqui. Mova-se para a borda da cobertura e pressione o botão esquerdo. Botão esquerdo. Consumo de objeto, que sociedade para se proteger dos eles estão aqui. Pronto, matamos. O que temos aqui? Coletamos tudo. Tá, antes de investigar, vamos ver se tem.
That man was still alive when they stuck him on the spike.
Killing us isn't enough. The Geth want us to suffer. Impaling victims instead of just shooting them. There must be some reason behind it.
Classic psychological warfare. They're using terror as a weapon.
Subimos de nível. Opa, subimos de nível. Nem vi que subimos de nível, mas subimos de nível. Eu ganhei um pontinho de Renegade. Só tão ruim assim. Tá, então como eu tô usando o rifle de assalto, eu vou colocar um pontinho em nível de assalto. Armadura de combate. Isso aqui é interessante. Vamos aumentar o modo. Vamos aumentar também o treinamento de assalto aqui, né? E também soldado. E deixa eu ver aqui, então tem mais 2 pontinhos. Vamos colocar um pontinho em pistola. Esse daqui é um mandador de. Vamos entrar esse aqui. 4 pontinhos. Droga. Só um aqui, né? Deixa eu ver. Lançamento. O que é lançamento aqui, né? Inimigos podem usar com força 600 newtons. Isso aqui é interessante. Vamos usar esse aqui então. Aqui. Deixa eu ver. decodificação. Vamos colocar um de assalto aqui. Armador de combate, elemento de assalto e soldado. Beleza.
Combat hard suits use a dual-layer system to protect the wearer. The inner layer consists of fabric armor with kinetic padding. Areas that don't need to be flexible, such as the chest or shins, are reinforced with sheets of lightweight, ablative ceramic. The outer layer consists of automatically generated kinetic barriers. Objects traveling above a certain speed will trigger the barrier's reflex system and be deflected, provided there is enough energy left in the shield's power cell. Armored hard suits are sealable to protect the wearer from extremes of temperature and atmosphere. Standard equipment includes an onboard mini-frame and a communications, navigation, and sensing suite. The mini-frame is designed to accept and display data from a weapon's smart targeting system to make it easier to locate and eliminate enemies.
Falando sobre os... Dá F5 aqui então. E vamos investigar aqui.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
It used to be beautiful here.
Smells like smoke and death.
Aqui não. Tá, aqui. Continua, né? Então vamos continuar aqui. Não tem mais nada por aqui, né? Nossa, bem prontidão, né? Ah, sem habilidade eu não tenho. Ixi, não é bom não.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
Ixi.
Oh God, you're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
Eden Prime will never be the same again.
Somebody's gonna pay for this. That door, it's closed. Security lock's engaged.
Mesmo porque ela se quer que decidiu eles são bastante necessários. Eu estou necessário se poder abrir objetos na interface de equação O eletrônico gostando amnésia. Então, mova o mouse para se mover ao redor do anel, clique com o botão esquerdo e clique com o botão direito. Evite os programas de segurança. Oh, porcaria. Não. Ah, tá brincando. Ah. Eu tenho um elenco.
Check your targets. Could be friendlies.
Deixa eu ver uma coisa. Shift, né? Tô brincando, né? Deixa eu ver uma coisa. Aqui é definitivamente o melhorzinho. Eu não quero usar. Melhoria de armadura. Essas mecânicas na tela de combate. Dano. Essa mesmo. Orgânicos, não quero orgânicos agora.
After the Geth secure a location, they round up and impale dead and living bodies on mechanical spikes. The spikes rapidly transform these victims into withered husks, extracting water and trace minerals, and replacing them with cybernetics. The cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into mindless killing machines. Some Alliance soldiers refer to the husk-generating spikes as dragon's teeth, a reference to the mythological berserkers who sprang up from the earth wherever the teeth of the dragon Eris were planted. Dragon's teeth and husks bear little resemblance to other pieces of Geth technology. No one is sure why a synthetic race would bother to drain the minuscule amount of recoverable resources from organic corpses, though the value of reusing them as shock troops is obvious.
Caramba. Dá pra mandar o amigo. Vamos voltar aqui. Nossa, estamos aqui.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here.
By who?
It must have been...
Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got
If
out
they
of
were... It's just on the top of this ridge.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Vamos salvar aqui que da última vez.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh God, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
carrinho bate mais vagabundo, cidade agora.
That door, it's closed. Security lock's engaged.
Humans. Thank the Maker. Hurry. Close the door before they come back.
Don't worry. We'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry. Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network, remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please, this isn't the time.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
Okay.
It used to be beautiful here.
You're wasting your time. The age of humanity is over. Our extinction is inevitable.
I don't have time for this.
Time? Our time is over.
Yes? Is there something you need?
We better get moving.
Good luck, Commander.
Luck won't save you.
O Williams vai ficar. Vai. Antônio?
Saren.
Ah, é.
Nihilus.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Não, Williams tá aqui comigo.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tá, pessoal, vou fazer uma pausa aqui e voltarei em breve. Beleza? Não. Voltei, pessoal. Vamos continuar aqui falando com o cara aqui. Eu não lembro dos... Vou ter que...
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
Está fazendo contrabando no espaço porto, não nada importante, em troca de corte no lucros. Deixamos reservas em pacotes em nossos galpões. Tipo
What kind of packages?
I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
This should help. Let's move out.
Good luck.
Tem alguma coisa aqui dentro? Ah, tem sim. Armagem, armazenamento. Não tem medo aqui, né?
I came here to get away from the stress of living on Earth. Yeah.
You need something?
I have to go.
Good luck.
Calma aí.
After the Geths secure a location, they round up and impale dead and living bodies on mechanical spikes. The spikes rapidly transform these victims into withered husks, extracting water and trace minerals, and replacing them with cybernetics. The cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into mindless killing machines. Some Alliance soldiers refer to the husk-generating spikes as dragon's teeth, a reference to the mythological berserkers who sprang up from the earth wherever the teeth of the dragon Eris were planted. Dragon's teeth and husks bear little resemblance to other pieces of Geth technology. No one is sure why a synthetic race would bother to drain the minuscule amount of recoverable resources from organic corpses, though the value of reusing them as shock troops is obvious.
avisou que o sinal se transmitiu pela porta espacial de Eden Prime. Você precisa chegar lá antes que os gadgets se apoderem dele. Tá, voltamos à programação normal. Tinha feito várias pausas, mas acho que agora dá pra avançar bastante. Provavelmente eu vou fazer essa missão e vou terminar a live. Vou indo devagarinho. Mas só foi pra testar como que. Realmente é só terminando aqui, terminando. É que eu não vou. Tem que ir pra cá.
Commander, it's Nihilus.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
Que merda.
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute that ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform, thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Even Prime will never be the same again.
Somebody's gonna...
Aham.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is
Request
amazing.
immediate
Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Shepard!
No, don't touch him. Too dangerous.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
Eu acho que aviso.
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Antes de
Combat hard suits use a dual-layer system to protect the wearer. The inner layer consists of fabric armor with kinetic padding. Areas that don't need to be flexible, such as the chest or shins, are reinforced with sheets of lightweight, ablative ceramic. The outer layer consists of automatically generated kinetic barriers. Objects traveling above a certain speed will trigger the barrier's reflex system and be deflected, provided there is enough energy left in the shield's power cell. Armored hard suits are sealable to protect the wearer from extremes of temperature and atmosphere. Standard equipment includes an onboard mini-frame and a communications, navigation, and sensing suite. The mini-frame is designed to accept and display data from a weapon's smart targeting system to make it easier to locate and eliminate enemies. The Citadel is an ancient deep space station, presumably constructed by the Protheans. Since the Prothean extinction, numerous species have come to call the Citadel home. It serves as the political, cultural, and financial capital of the galactic community. To represent their interests, most species maintain embassies on the Presidium, the Citadel's inner ring. The Citadel Tower in the center of the Presidium holds the Citadel Council chambers. Council affairs often have far-reaching effects on the rest of the galactic community. 5 arms, known as the Wards, extend from the Presidium. Their inner surfaces have been built into cities, populated by millions of inhabitants from across the galaxy. The Citadel is virtually indestructible. If attacked, the station can close its arms to form a solid, impregnable shell. For as long as the station has existed, an enigmatic race called the Keepers has maintained it. Combat hard suits use a Medigel is a common medicinal salve used by paramedics, EMTs, and military personnel. It combines several useful applications: a local anesthetic, disinfectant, and clotting agent all in one. Once applied, the gel is designed to grip tight to flesh until subjected to a frequency of ultrasound. It is sealable against liquids, most notably blood, as well as contaminants and gases. The gel is a genetically engineered bioplasm created by the CERTA Foundation, a medical technology megacorp based on Earth. Technically, Medigel violates Council laws against genetic engineering, but to date, it has proved far too useful to ban.
Embora a Citadel seja equipada com núcleos de elemento zero que geram efeitos de massa, a maior parte da gravidade da estação é gerada sob a força centrífuga de rotação. Rotação, uma revolução a cada 3 minutos e meio. Gravidade rotatória nos distritos 1,2 vezes da Terra. Gravidade rotatória no Presidium 0,3 vezes da Terra. Longitude total aberta 44,7 km. Diâmetro aberto 12,8 km. Longitude do distrito 43,6 km. Largura do distrito 300 tratamentos. Diâmetro do anel do presídio 7,2 km. População 3,2 milhões, não incluindo os keepers. Espessura de blindagem exterior 13 metros. Altura da torre do presídio 1,47 metros. Quilômetro. Então vamos salvar e continuar.
Hey, Commander.
Oh, cuida.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
tem que não entendi nada.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Vamos lá então, Joker.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. If they don't stop him, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Muito bem. Eu vou parar por aqui. Deixa eu ver uma coisa primeiro. Vamos ver o codex aqui.
The Citadel is an ancient deep... The Council is an executive committee composed of representatives from the Asari Republics, the Turian Hierarchy, and the Solarian Union. Though they have no official power over the independent governments of other species, the Council's decisions carry great weight throughout the galaxy. No single Council race is strong enough to defy the other two, and all have a vested interest in compromise and cooperation. Each of the Council species has general characteristics associated with the various aspects of governing the galaxy. The Asari are typically seen as diplomats and mediators. The Solarians gather intelligence and information. The Turians provide the bulk of the military and peacekeeping forces. Any species granted an embassy on the Citadel is considered an associate member, bound by the accords of the Citadel Conventions. Associate members may bring issues to the attention of the Council, though they have no input on the decision. The Human Systems Alliance became an associate member of the Citadel in 2165. Biotics is the ability of rare individuals to manipulate dark energy and create Mass Effect fields through the use of electrical impulses from the brain. Intense training and surgically implanted amplifiers are necessary for a biotic to produce Mass Effect fields powerful enough for practical use. The relative strength of biotic abilities varies greatly among species and with each individual. There are 3 branches of biotics. Telekinesis uses mass-lowering fields to levitate or impel objects. Mass-raising kinetic fields are used to block or pin objects. Spatial distortion uses rapidly shifting mass fields to shred objects. Most organic species are capable of developing biotic abilities, though there are risks involved. Biotics are the result of an in utero exposure to element 0. This usually causes fatal cancers in the victim, but in rare cases, it coalesces into nodules within the fetus's developing nervous system.
Em terra firme, quando uma tripulação deixa sua nave espacial, dizem que ou que vão em direção à Terra. Isso se refere normalmente a estar em planeta, mas também pode ser uma estação especial. Levantar a âncora quando uma nave se solta de todo equipamento que a une à estação especial ou uma superfície da dock. Fala-se levantar a âncora. Entendido, é a maneira adequada de confirmar uma ordem, se pedir para que certa resposta correta é entendido, senhor. Aí você termina de fazer parte do exército, a resposta correta é sim, senhor. Imediatamente, assim que seja o que for, feito o mais rápido possível. Não falar significa algo ou interrompido. Ponte ao centro de navegação da nave espacial e onde está localizado. pendurado pelos polegares, assim que é chamado um procedimento disciplinar no judicial. Comandantes de unidade. Posto de comando, o centro de comando de uma nave espacial. Repleto de leituras de sensores que permitem extrair dados do caos. Parte. Controle de danos. Regula contentação e reparo de dano em uma nave. Contra medidas eletrônicas auxiliares são usadas para intervir com sensores inimigos e vão desde o mascaramento possível de emissões até as interferências ativas. Passeando pelo exterior é uma atividade veicular, é o tempo que alguém passa em um traje pressurizado fora de um veículo. Estação espacial. Flanco lateral de uma formação militar começa a se para outro lugar inimigo que ataca o flanco pode destabilizar a formação com mais facilidade. FNG. Vejo como campo é um termo que se refere a pessoa com pouca experiência. A Terra é a superfície de um planeta. Timoneiro é membro da tripulação que pilota a nave. Radar, detecção e cálculo de distância por laser. É um sensor ativo que usa a reflexão de laser em um objeto para determinar seu curso e a distância. O radar tem resolução suficiente para ser capaz de converter os dados em uma imagem. Tripulação de terra, tripulação de uma nave espacial que envia as missões oficiais da Terra. Modo sigilo. É um termo antigo de submarinos usado na norma de quando o sistema de sigilo estão ativos. Situação, forma do vírus de pedir uma informação da situação. Em outras palavras, uma avaliação da situação militar atual. No espaço, alguém que passou quase toda a sua vida por espaço. Além disso, a comunicação em tempo real é possível graças ao portais de massa que contam e a rede de boias de comunicação que podem se comunicar cadeia através de laser. As boias de comunicação são distribuídas segundo um padrão que parte de cada portal de massa. E são mais do que um aglomerado de portais de massas primitivos e miniaturas. Cada boia individual está conectada a outra boia equivalente na rede, formando um corredor de espaço de baixa comunicações por leis de raios, e elas são localizadas através desses tubos FTL que permite uma comunicação virtualmente instantânea com qualquer lugar da rede. Por sua vez, a rede se comunica de uma região a outra através de lasers de comunicação que passam pelos portais de massa. Também disso. Para sistemas únicos, o atraso das comunicações é o atraso de luz entre a fonte ou destino e a boia mais próxima, sempre, enquanto todas as partes permaneçam a meio segundo luz ou menos das boias, 150 milhões de quilômetros. A comunicação parecerá estar em tempo real, como há boias em todas as áreas transitárias. É muito mais fácil desfrutar de comunicações instantâneas e ilimitadas. As áreas só sofrem interrupções de comunicação quando operam fora das rotas estabelecidas no espaço profundo, delimitados de grandes gasosos. Os sistemas são instáveis. Durante a guerra, centenas de boias de comunicações foram os primeiros alvos de ataque. Quando a rede é cortada, pode mais de semanas a anos para receber a mensagem de um sistema disputado. Em sistemas onde uma rede das boias ainda é construída, as comunicações rápidas são feitas através de navios, correios de alta velocidade e de dados. Terminei o prólogo. Então, vamos terminar por aqui então. Batalha da Patrulha da Aliança. O Capitão Hendrickson foi avisado sobre militares em comando de energia pelo aglomerador do sistema hídrico. Sei que voltar antes que isso aqui pudesse indicar mais a fundo. Não, mas passados por um lado do setor de Deus mandaram um grupo de reconhecimento. Tarefas. Bom, é isso aí, mano.
Big place.
Vamos tirar uma foto junto, pessoal. Aqui, acho que. Tira sozinho. Não ser esperto pra tirar comigo. Tá. Tira a foto aqui. Entendi.
allegations are very serious. I can't just... This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the council and she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Den. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Den. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The EarthClan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Volus or Elcor part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the EarthClans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, EarthClan.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Vamos voltar para aqui. Agora sério. Tem mais duas coisas pra mim aqui. Mais três. O anel é um circuito fechado espacial, um parque servido como um ponte de conexão para os distritos. Os países inteiros são vestidos com as embaixadas espaciais e residências previstas na galáxia. O presidente está repleto de restaurantes ao ar livre, bares, uma área de reunião de luxo, a gravidade cerca de 1/3 da Terra normal. O céu holográfico é projetado sobre o teto, previamente atividade 24/7 dos distritos. O presidente mantém a programação no dia de 20 horas com uma noite de 6 horas, onde as luzes se apagam e ela passa por um ciclo noturno. Escritórios residentes são frequentemente abertos para a TV, tanto não é incomum para as embaixadas de países exteriores. Criminalidade. A presença desse SEC dispositivos de monitoramento no presídio, ladrões são também identificados e apreendidos. O anel e a localização dos passaportes da cidadãos. Energia significa ter menos movimentos para menor parte e além da reduzida gravidade faz a movimentação de carga mais fácil. Centenas de naves passaportes a partir de cada dia. Para todas essas espécies que possuem uma embaixada, uma doca privada consciente. O centro do anel detém a continuação do conselho de Citadel, a torre na terra. Mais de 1 quilômetro de anel, parecendo paralelamente para os braços distritos, como a torre está sendo eixo e oração, pouco força centrífuga, gravidade emite campos perfeitos de massa para os painéis e distritos. Um doco com ar pode ser encontrado na base da torre para correios, diplomatas e trabalhos espectros, transportadores. Tocados podem evacuar o conselho do governo em caso de emergência.
The Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Solarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. They can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors. The Geth are a human. The Volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client race of the Turians. Centuries ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection. Erun, their homeworld, lies far beyond the normal life zone of its star. However, the world has a high-pressure greenhouse atmosphere that traps enough heat to support an ammonia-based biochemistry. As a result, the Volus must wear pressure suits and breathers when dealing with other species, as conventional nitrogen-oxygen air mixtures are poisonous to them, and in the low-pressure atmospheres tolerable to most species, their flesh will actually split open. Volus culture is tribal, bartering lands and even people to gain status. This culture of exchange inclines them to economic pursuits. It was the Volus who authored the Unified Banking Act, and they continue to monitor and balance the Citadel economy.
Isso aí, minha gente. Eu vou terminar por aqui porque vai fazer bastante coisa, não quero avançar muito. Valeu, fui, até amanhã.